What's going on, everybody? My name is YungWanSu.
I'm the Bryce.
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm not here.
Alright then.
Public's back, boy.
I'm the Bryce is wrong.
Wait, this isn't right.
I already said it.
You're a scumbag. For freaking interrupting.
YungWanSu is a scumbag.
Is a major scumbag. But anyways, welcome back to another episode of Ole Memories, a series where me and my friends sit around and we tell stories that we may or may not be proud of, and I don't want to yawn.
I'm tired.
Yawnings are contagious. I'm tired too.
I know.
Anyway, but I believe... Thank you. You want to yawn one more time, please?
I looked at Brett and Brett yawned, and then I yawned, and I looked at Bryce and he yawned, so I yawned again.
It's contagious.
Alright, so tell us about this.
Skydiving attempt.
Yes, attempt. Like I
Yes,
I attempted to skydive.
YungWanSu is no longer
He
with
jumped
us.
out and forgot about his parachute, and well,
The rest
luckily
is
he had Amazon Prime, and they got it to him on time.
Exactly. But anyways, yes, I'm going to tell you about the story when I went skydiving. It really happened about 2 weeks ago. It was my birthday was about 3 weeks ago, and my brother decided to take me skydiving because he's been once. This is my middle brother. My oldest brother is actually a certified skydiver. He does it all the time, which is pretty awesome. And he lives in Canada. Big Canada.
Hey.
In Canada.
Hey,
So it's a little small place in Alberta, and we live in Lower Alabama. So
LA, baby.
LA,
Not
I guess.
Los Angeles, not to be confused.
Not Los Angeles, and not
Louisiana.
Oh my god!
What is happening? This guy's extra hard.
Where's the remote at, Blake? That needs to be rewound.
Oh my
Hold
god.
on, pause.
Anyways, we go to this little small. There's like this little small like mini. It's not like an airport, but it's like a little private airplane placey thing. We get to this place, and like I'm honestly a little sketched out because it's just like this little private place. The planes are old, and like there's like in this old there's like this old brick building. There's like a tin building. I'm like I don't know what to expect. Honestly, this is actually a surprise. Like I had no idea where he was taking me. He just told me like 2 weeks ahead. He said, "Hey, I need you to get that day off," and I didn't ask him why because I like surprises. I like being surprised. So he takes me there, and I see everything. We sit in this room. They have to show you, they have to like take you through like this little miniature training course. But first you have to watch a video about like what you're about to be what you're going to be doing and everything. And honestly, the first video that I watched, I wasn't scared the whole time until I watched the first video, which scared the crap out of me. It's literally you have to watch a video that explains to you the waiver that you have to sign. Like, and I don't know if that freaks you out, but it freaked me out really bad. Like, basically, it's this guy telling you, he's like, I need you to realize that you're literally putting your life on the line. Like, you're going to sign this waiver saying it's okay for you to jump out of a perfectly good airplane. And if you get hurt or die, you can't sue anybody. Your family can't sue anybody. So I was like, oh, that's great. This definitely defines the phrase of signing your life away. This is basically what that means. But so anyway, we signed the waiver and everything, and we actually had to wait. We had like a delay for like 3 hours. We had to like sit around for 3 hours because the weather like messed everything up and was like all overcasted and everything. The weather finally cleared up, so we're like, thank God, because we actually thought we were actually gonna have to go another day. But thank God it finally cleared up. We stuck it out. So then we get in there, we get suited up, put the little jumpsuit on. I felt like I was off a Top Gun because I had that cool suit on and everything. Harnesses and everything. I felt like a boss. Anyway, and for the record, I've actually, until this point in time, I'd never flown in a plane before. So
Really?
You've never like flown anywhere?
no, I've never flown in a plane or anything. So
Dude, I've been in a plane for 9 hours.
So your first experience in a plane, you jumped out of it.
it's pretty awesome. So from this point in my life, I have one takeoff in a plane but no landing. So we get into the plane and we take off, and you're in this small little plane. It's probably there's me and my brother and our instructors who were strapped to, and there's probably about 6 other people in the plane like they're doing it solo. So I'll go up there. We probably fly about 13,000 feet, and So everyone starts to, so we get to the right altitude, they open up the door and they start jumping out. They start going. So my brother and his instructor jump out. So, and this is the point, and like I had never like gotten like really like nervous up until the point I got to the door and I was leaning over the edge, looking out of the plane. I was like, at this point, you're just like, well,
I'm gonna die.
I'm here and there's no turning back now. So I guess we're doing this thing. So we get in there, and I grabbed on my knees, and he said 1, 2, and we rolled out. And we did maybe like 5 flips, just rolling out, and it was awesome. And finally, he said he tapped me on the shoulder, and I flared out, and I leveled out. And that was even hard to do, is even like leveling yourself out, because when you're falling so fast, like your body's like moving like all weird, so you have to like trying to like balance yourself in the air, and finally you get stable. And it was freaking awesome. Like, and honestly, it doesn't even feel like you're falling. Like, it really just feels like you're just in a big wind tunnel, and the wind's just hitting you really fast. That's what it feels like. Your face is like this the whole time. You can't even like sit. You can like barely sit. Well, you have goggles on, but so you can see, but your face is just like, it's just all like crazy. You can't really breathe. That freaked me out. It was like I was trying to figure out how to freaking breathe. But my brother gave me a good tip, because the best tip I can give you is that if you don't know how to breathe, my instructor's always said, scream. If you're screaming, you're breathing. So if you scream all your air out, you're gonna instantly inhale and you're gonna get air, so you're gonna be fine. But so we start falling. We probably fall for about maybe good 50 seconds to a minute. And finally he pulls the chute, and that's actually the point where you actually feel like you're falling. It's the second he pulls the chute, the resistance behind you, kind of pulling you out and like pulling you up. That actually makes you feel like you're actually falling. Like, you know when you go down a roller coaster really fast and it feels like your stomach drops?
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. So, and you honestly don't even feel him behind you. You just think you're detached. You're like, well, I'm falling.
I'm dead.
This is how I die. And you're just falling. And then he catches it, but the chute deploys and you hang and you can't do anything. You just hang there. You're just chilling.
How
It's kind
long
of uncomfortable.
was the parachute ride?
The parachute ride down probably took about 5 minutes.
That's too long, man. I've been like,
Dude, honestly, the parachute ride was probably more fun than the actual falling part, because it's you. I mean, you get to see all the scenery. Like, you get to see everything. It's so freaking cool.
Where'd you land?
We landed where the airplane place is. They drop you right above it. Like, he takes off, he circles back around and circles back above it. And they know exactly. They know the coordinates to where it is and where they need to jump. So they jump from a certain point. But it was cool, but when we jumped, it was clear when we took off, but then when we got actually up there, it had overcasted really bad, so there were clouds everywhere. So you actually got to fall through the clouds, so that was cool. It was kind of freaky, because when you get deep into a cloud, it's just white everywhere around you. You don't even know. I was kind of freaking out. I was like, we're lost. We're lost.
We're lost. I don't know where we are. All the way we can
There's
down.
only one way down, but somehow we're lost.
It's like, what happens when we clear and the drop zone's way over there, but we're right here?
How did you move that far?
I don't know. That's what I was saying, but
One Direction, man.
But
One
like,
Direction.
you fought, but you're on the parachute and you're just hanging there and you're just chilling. And he's doing his thing with the parachute. You're just looking up the scenery. The scenery's absolutely beautiful. Just seeing everything around you. Like, you never realize how big everything is until you're up there seeing it.
Did he kiss you on the back of the neck?
He did. It was sensual. And
Romantic situation.
It was sensual and amazing. But anyway, like, what he'll do is he'll take the parachute and he'll guide it, but then one time he'll pull one side real hard and you'll start corkscrewing, and that is freaking fun. And that actually made me feel like I had to throw up. But like that actually makes you like feel sick, like sick to your stomach is when you're doing that. But so we're going down and we finally get to the drop zone and we're landing, but there's no wind resistance. And normally when you have wind resistance, the wind will catch you and you'll just sit down. But since there's no wind resistance, we're just hauling. So he just does the thing where he dives down and pulls it back up, so you kind of get a little bit of resistance, but you're still hauling.
So yeah, how hard did you hit the ground?
Not very hard. Like normally they'll make you land on your feet and you'll run, but since we have no resistance, we couldn't do that. So we had to sit down. So he said just stick your all right, stick your legs out as high as you can. So I stuck my legs out and I just hit my butt and just went but you don't smack the ground and sit there. I mean, you just slide. You just pretty much just baseball slide for about 10 yards, and that was really cool. But anyway, like that's really about
Why
it.
don't
It
have
was,
no resistance.
Huh?
Why'd you have no resistance?
The wind wasn't blowing.
Oh.
But that's really it. But dude, it's amazing. Like I've seen videos of people doing it, but it's one of those things like you don't realize how cool it is until you actually do it. But anyways, that's really my story about skydiving. So I recommend everyone who's thinking about skydiving to do it because it's freaking cool, and it will be one of those things you'll never forget for the rest of your life.
What if one of them dies from that? They'll sue you.
Like you can't sue them because remember the waiver you signed.
Sue you.
Sue you.
Sue me
For suggesting that them.
You can't sue me for suggesting to do it.
For practically telling them to commit.
I didn't tell you to do it.
Suicide.
I said I recommend you do it. I'm not.
That you can get sued.
I'm gonna get
You can lose
sued.
You
everything
can get
have.
sued for everything.
I'm not holding a gun to your head. I'm not making you sign a contract. I'm not
Yeah, you
making
are.
you
You
sign a waiver.
You told them that if they want to do it, they should do it.
And
You're not
if,
even
they, and
suggesting,
if they
you're
do
saying
it and
they
they
should do
die,
it.
they can kill you. Okay. Wait, no, man, we sue you.
You can't sue me for
They can
making
kill
a
you, too.
suggestion.
They can kill you too.
Okay, fine. I highly recommend that you do it, but I'm not
Same
forcing
thing.
you to do anything.
That's the same thing, man.
You have free will. You have the option to do it or to not do it. I just gave them an option. I gave them a choice to do it or not do it. That's not.
Read your Constitution, Young. Do you know how many
Skydiving
great
is
white
Queen the
sharks?
Fifth.
How many great white sharks?
How many chimpanzees can dance on a pin of a needle?
But anyways, that concludes for this episode, guys. If you like this episode, please drop it a like. And if you're new to my channel and you like me and the stuff I post, please hit that subscribe button. All right. My name is YungWanSu. I'm here with my boys, and we're out. Deuces.
You don't know about me.